6 teenage girls from Scottsbluff, aged 13 to 17, are facing what would be felony-level charges for an alleged attack on a homeless man. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scottsbluff police were called to Pioneer Park the evening of October 3rd for a 51-year-old man with visible injuries to his head and face, who said he was attacked by a group of young girls. A short time later, juveniles matching descriptions by the victim were stopped by police in the alley of the 2500 block between 2nd and 3rd Avenues, and all were suspected of being under the influence of alcohol. 4 of the 6 were detained and taken to jail pending transfer to other facilities, with the others released to parents or guardians. Officers collected evidence from the scene that included a knife, hatchet, and a large broken glass container. Court records indicate all 6 face allegations of intentional second-degree assault and use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, with additional charges of minor in possession for 5 of them, 4 of them with obstruction, and 2 facing possession of drug paraphernalia. KNEB News is withholding the names of the juveniles, as none are charged as adults. Well, a 41-year-old Scottsbluff man is facing several felony charges after Scottsbluff police investigate accusations he sexually assaulted a teenage female multiple times last year and this year. Charges filed against Boyce McFarland last month include 2 counts of first-degree forcible sexual assault and 3 counts of third-degree intentional child abuse without injury. Court records show that when asked about the allegations during a capstone interview, the 17-year-old initially denied anything had happened involving McFarland, but days later told an older sibling she had been assaulted. In a subsequent interview, the teen described how she had been assaulted 3 times since she was 16, twice in a bedroom and once in a living room. Following his arrest last week, McFarland was scheduled for an initial appearance in Scottsbluff County Court on Friday, with initial bond set at $750,000 at 10%. We'll have more news right after this.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome back. A shots fired investigation near Chadron State College results in the 18-year-old suspect to be arrested. Officers responded to the area Wednesday night and located 2 spent shell casings and were able to track down the driver and recover the firearm. A subsequent search warrant was executed on the suspect's dorm room, where ammunition for the firearm was recovered. 18-year-old Justice Lilly was arrested as a result of the investigation and faces charges including possession of a stolen firearm. He was transported to the Dawes County Jail and will be arraigned later this month in Dawes County Court. Well, the city of Gering would be the latest in the region to go solar under a proposal to be considered by the City Council during their meeting tonight that starts at 6. Under the terms of the 3-part agreement with Sandhills Energy, the city would lease 8 acres of land in the industrial park west of Lockwood Road and north of U Street for construction of a 1-megawatt solar generation facility. In exchange, Sandhills Energy would sell the power back to the city at a rate of 3.9 cents a kilowatt hour, which is slightly less than the city's current wholesale energy cost, with the rate increasing 5% per year. The agreement would last for 25 years with an option to extend for 2 additional 5-year terms, after which Sandhills Energy would be required to decommission and remove the solar energy facility. And following a federal public health advisory panel recommendation to add COVID-19 shots to the Vaccines for Children and 2023 immunization schedule, Nebraska Chief Medical Officer Dr. Gary Antone says it does not mean the shots are an automatic requirement for school attendance. A statement from Antone says the state of Nebraska establishes vaccine requirements, not the Advisory Committee for Immunization Practices or the CDC. And if the CDC does follow the recommendations, it would put the COVID-19 vaccines at the same level as the flu and HPV vaccines. Antone says he encourages parents to consult with their child's physician regarding the benefits of receiving the vaccine as they make their own decision.
Allo means reliability, productivity, connect. Allo means no more of that. Allo means business. Local business, big business, small business. If you need reliable phone and internet connectivity, you need Allo. Local service and same-day dispatch. Free installation, symmetrical upload and download speeds. If your business relies on communication, rely on Allo. Allo means business. Visit allofiber.com/business.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Culture trumps everything else.
In my years, I've never worked for a company that treats people the way this one does.
It is my passion for agriculture that brought me here in the first place, but not only that, there's a huge family-oriented atmosphere within the 21st Century Equipment.
I love working for 21st. They found something in me that I didn't know in myself. An intern to where I'm at now is such a great opportunity, and that is what this company is about.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We feature the November for NOAA event today on KNEB.TV. Ran this story on the website back at the end of August, and now we're getting closer to the youth basketball event named for Noah Bruner, but also meant to try and recognize Matt Bruner and Sydney Brester. Those three losing their lives coming up on about 1 year ago in that plane crash near Chadron. Noah's mom, Deidre, spoke late last week about the event and how it came to be with the help of Power to Play in Colorado.
Shortly after the accident, Michael Peterson from Power to Play had been in conversation with us about how things were going, and he just wanted to have an opportunity to give back, and it was really his idea to sponsor this tournament. And it's kind of started off that it would be something that they would sponsor down there in Windsor, Colorado, and would give proceeds back to the Scottsbluff School in the name of Noah.
Noah had worked at Power to Play for a short time, but had made a major impact there in Windsor, setting up youth basketball tournaments and being an emerging part of the team at Power to Play. This event now has 6 different youth tournaments across Nebraska, Colorado, and Wyoming, with the Scottsbluff event tipping everything off this upcoming Sunday.
It's just an honor for us as a family that Power to Play would want to do this in the name of Noah and our loved ones that we've lost. And it's just a great opportunity for us also to give back to the community and those that have been so great and gracious to us over the last several months. So it's an honor and a pleasure to be able to do it. We are so grateful to Power to Play and to Michael Peterson for wanting to do this, and now it's turned into a series of tournaments that we are incredibly blessed to be a part of and be able to give back in this kind of a way.
As of now, the youth tournament for Scottsbluff has over 20 teams entered in different age brackets, with games scheduled to start this upcoming Sunday morning at 8:30. Now, as a sidebar to this event, some of the organizers are hoping to find a new crop of young officials that could start to break into officiating full-time. Scottsbluff Activities Director Dave Hawksworth would love to see some interest on that front.
So we've noticed, especially in the Valley with lower level the last few years, we have a lot of our officials are kind of stepping away, getting older. It's time, they're just tired of running up and down the floor, and it's time for us to get some new blood out there. And we thought this would be a great way to tie in a couple of the things that Noah loved to do, and one of those was officiate. And so we're going to try to organize a officiating clinic with this, where we're going to have some veteran officials work with younger people that want to get started, girls, guys. We're looking at high school age kids, college age kids. I've had a few people in the community reach out to me about if they could officiate. This would be a great opportunity to do that and work alongside a veteran official to get started.
Hawksworth says the work with the younger group of officials can continue past just this one-day event.
The next week, we're going to sit down with our lower level schedules and try to plug some of these new officials in to some of our middle school events in Scottsbluff and Gering. And we're not the only ones that need lower level officials. Baird, Mitchell, Morrill, if they're willing to drive 20 miles, they can get games there as well.
The November for Noah event will serve as a great opportunity for young basketball players to get on the court, for some young officials to try their hand with the stripes on, and most importantly, a great way to keep the spirit of Noah and Matt Bruner and Sydney Brester alive and well in our community. That's the latest today. From the FNBO Sports Desk, I'm Chris Cottrell.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, there's a new addition to Scottsbluff's Monument Pathway, thanks in part to a donation from the Scottsbluff-Gehring Rotary Club. On Friday afternoon, volunteers were out just east of the pedestrian bridge, planting 8 trees along the pathway. Former Rotary President John Marshall says that 2 years ago, the club committed $5,000 for this project, and the stars aligned late last week for planting.
Specific date, it's good to plant trees this time of year where the weather is favorable, it's a little cooler, less stress on the trees, and the opportunity with the city presented itself that we could do it today, and the timing worked out great.
In addition to the trees, the Rotary Club also purchased 2 benches that will be installed along the pathway as well. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.